Well, here we go. We're going to talk about quite a few things here. Number one being how Bishop Buddy was doing a service with Donald Trump. And all she asked for of the President of the United States right now is to have compassion, human empathy over the Americans who are scared. People in the LGBTQ plus community who are scared that their lives are in danger, the way they live their life being in danger, and that simply being different is wrong, and that makes you wrong, and that harm should come to you. Or how about the fact that there are people in this country, immigrants here, who may not have their documentation, but are committing no crimes and are simply working for the American people, paying taxes, living their lives, just working like us Americans do, committing no crimes and offering themselves to be a part of our society by working, paying taxes, and helping people like you and me with their taxes. They're committing no crimes. All she asked for was compassion, human empathy, kindness, and to remember the teachings of Christian values. Now, I myself am not really heavy into Christianity, but I was taught the Christian values of love thy neighbor, be kind to others, courteous to others. What does Donald Trump do? After the service, he's asked by a reporter, what did you think of the service? He says, what did you think? The reporter doesn't answer the question because they can't have the balls to actually tell Donald Trump that I thought it was a very nice service. But then Donald Trump says, I didn't think it was very good. It was uninspiring, not entertaining. Christians, let me ask you this. How do you feel at the fact that Donald Trump just insulted the church, just insulted the bishop? Does that upset you? Does that make you feel mad? Does that make you feel does that make you feel any emotion at all? Does it make you feel a little bit disappointed in him that he would insult the church, he would insult the bishop simply for saying that remember your kindness, even though we all know Donald Trump has none? This man is such a liar. He couldn't even lie to say that I thought it was a very nice service and I appreciated her work. He couldn't even say that. He could not even say that. He couldn't, one of the only times, we know it would be bullshit, that's what he would think, but he couldn't even lie about that. Could not even lie about that. Then he goes out the very next day on his lie social, and he says it was uninspiring, it was boring, it was not entertaining, she brought her left-wing agenda into the church, she was very mean and nasty in her tone, even though she was very soft-spoken to Donald Trump. And he said that the church owes him a public apology. Oh, poor widow Donald Trump wants an apology. Fuck your feelings. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Fuck your feelings, Donald Trump. We've had to hear MAGA for 4 years tell us to fuck our feelings. Every so often, we've had to hear the hardcore MAGAs say to us, fuck your feelings, cry harder. Donald Trump, cry harder, little baby man. I'm Donald Trump and I want an apology because she hurt my feelings. Oh, poor little baby. Poor little baby bitch. I thought you were supposed to be an alpha male. Turns out, you're still just the same old big old bitch. just crying, whining, complaining. All he had to do was lie and just say, I heard her, and I want her to know that I am going to do my very best to protect all Americans and to respect everyone. Again, even though we would know it was a lie, at least he would have the decency to attempt the lie. But he could not do that. Could not do that. Christians, why do you embrace this man? Why do you endorse this man? Why do you cling to this man who has no respect for the Christian values that I was taught of loving thy neighbor, being kind and courteous to others? This man has no human empathy. People ask the impossible from a man who will not give you the possible of showing care and compassion. He has none, and yet you cling to him. Your Christian community has embraced him, and I don't understand why. Is it because you're against abortion? And you were always taught that abortion is wrong when you didn't look into the consequences of Roe v. Wade, the choice being taken away from women. I get it. Listen, I understand that it is what you were taught, that abortion is wrong. It is the killing of a child. And I need you to understand this. It is not that. You need to do research, because it does not make you less of a Christian if you believe in the choice of a woman needing to terminate the pregnancy because it is threatening her life and the child's life, when she needs the immediate care to save her life, to stop her from suffering. That choice needs to be given to the doctor and to the woman. It does not make it a sin. I am by no means Jesus Christ or God to tell you what a sin is or not a sin, but to me, that is simply just saving a life and helping somebody, which I thought is something that is supposed to be believed as a Christian value, to saving a human life. A woman suffers enough when she actually wanted to carry her pregnancy to term, and the child cannot be brought into this life. She is suffering enough emotionally. Spare her the pain of physically going through that suffering. Help her. I know it's what you were taught, that it is wrong. And that, even if you were accepting of it, you're like, oh, it's 16 weeks. There can't be weeks. There needs to be, it just needs to be a choice that a woman will make by talking with her family, her doctors, her friends, whoever. We can have differences of opinions on abortion, okay? But it is not for the government to decide. That is wrong. It is a woman's choice, and I think that should be respected. The second thing that I want to talk about, and this message is pretty much brought out to the Republicans. January 6th of 2021. You remember the day when MAGA stormed the Capitol, attacking police officers, simply because Donald Trump told them a lie that the election had been stolen and that they needed to fight like hell. Officers were beaten, and some took their own lives after that day because of their suffering and their mental health. And some people who fought on that day, like Officer Michael Fanone, no longer believes in this country because of what he saw on January 6th of 2021, and when we could have restored his faith in America, perhaps, people were rewarded for bad behavior. Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America. Even after the actions he committed on January 6, 2021, even with his actions that led up to the January 6, 2021 insurrection, if Donald Trump didn't lie, if Donald Trump had told the truth and just accepted that he lost fair and square, there would be no insurrection. It would have just been another day in America. But because of Donald Trump, we have insurrectionists that stormed the Capitol pardoned. We have people who attacked police officers pardoned. Out on the streets. The party that likes to talk about backing the blue doesn't mean shit. You don't back the blue, you back the cult. That is who you back. You are not there for the cops. You are not there for justice. You are simply there for Donald Trump. That is who you are. That is what you have become. It is a disturbing message to me that this is the reality. And the fact that these people are rewarded for their bad behavior. I have said this before on a TikTok video of mine. I can have sympathy for these people believing in the lie, for believing in the president at the time, Donald Trump, when he was 45th president. I can have sympathy for them wanting to believe that the election had been stolen, that their president would not lie to them. But they all made their choice on that day. They chose to storm the Capitol. They chose to attack. They chose to threaten to kill people. And that behavior is rewarded because in our current president's mind, Donald Trump, steal from me, lie for me, attack for me, threaten for me, I love you, I will pardon you. Because you did it in my name. If you do it all for me, you are great. You're what's helping make America great again. We are living in a America right now where bad behavior is getting rewarded. That is terrible. A man asked Donald Trump, when Trump was in the office, saying, you think that beating up police officers is terrible, right? He says, yes, of course. Then he asked, how could you pardon this individual from January 6th? He's like, well, I don't know. Was it a pardon? He's like, yeah, it was a pardon. Well, we'll have to look into that. This man doesn't know what he's doing. This man is a child who does not take his presidency seriously. He does not take the job of presidency seriously. He does not respect it. He does not care for it. All Donald Trump thinks about is what's best for him to escape his criminality charges that he got away with, and he just wants to be whatever he wants to be. It's not about you. It's about him. You want the facts? Donald Trump has been told over and over again how badly a tariff would actually hurt people in America. It would raise our prices. But he doesn't care. He says February 1st, those tariffs are coming in. And we're all hoping to God, praying to God that he does not do it. Because you think prices are bad now? They'll get worse. They will get worse. should these tariffs come into play. It's not about you. It's about what he wants. It's not about you, America. It's not even about you, MAGA. It's about him. But I guess that's what MAGA is. Not about the country. Not even about the cult. About the one. Donald Trump. We are living in a time in America where it is hard to be proud of this country. It is hard to be proud of. I can't even be proud to be where this country is headed. I find it hard to be proud to be an American. I respect our troops. I respect those who have given their lives. I respect those who work every day in law enforcement. I respect those who do their job. But I find it hard to be proud to be an American. And I hate saying that, because it's a terrible feeling to feel that way. But I do not like where this country is headed. We are at this point where lies, misinformation, disinformation are winning. So just living in the world that we are living in right now, where we are doing our best to combat the misinformation, disinformation, and lies out there, because we need to get to a point where truth is the winner and lies cannot win. It is hard to do because the lies are constant, and there are people that are constantly falling for the lies and not fact-checking. We have to keep talking. We have to keep working for truth. Because the minute that we all give up and that we all stop fighting for the truth and stop fighting for justice, that is when our democracy truly dies. I cannot promise that these 4 years will be easy. I cannot promise that we're going to be okay. This is going to be tough. But we all must stay strong and keep going on. We all must keep doing our part to speak out and stand against the evil that is Donald Trump. Bad behavior is being rewarded, unfortunately, but it will not be accepted by all of us. We will stand against it, and we will continue to keep working for truth and justice, because it does matter, and we will fight this. And hopefully in 4 years we can start to rebuild from the damage that will be done by Donald Trump. I am terrified, yes, for what will come. And I know it's annoying to hear this at all time, that we will make it through this. I want you to know that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to not feel okay. It's okay to take a break and step away for a couple of days, to step away from a couple of weeks. But do not give up. Do not fully give in. Because when you give up, that is one less person that we have staying in this fight with us. We need people to stay engaged, to continue the fight. There are others out there that are fighting for truth, and we must all help them. Donald Trump is one, we are many, and we will stand united. We must continue to speak, and we will. It won't be easy. But together, we must have the strength enough to believe that we can do this. Our heart hurts. Our spirits are hurt. But they must not be broken. We must put the Band-Aid on and keep going on, to keep fighting, to keep standing tall, to keep calling out the bullshit every day. Because while I may not fully be proud to be an American right now, I still believe in the American values that we were taught. I still believe in caring for others and doing what we can to protect people and doing what we can to protect our allies, to protect our troops, to allowing people the freedom to choose who they want to love, the ability to choose who you want to be, who you want to identify as, the ability to practice your religion or practice no religion whatsoever. America was built for freedom. It was not built for dictatorship. That is not what we as Americans believe in. We will never believe in that. You will have those out there who are crazy enough to think that they want dictatorship, and they have no idea what that even means. We choose freedom. We choose choice. We will always choose that. So thank you all for listening in. And I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you.